We've got ourselves a car that is slowly starting to creep up the table. However, at the same point in time, everybody else's in the bottom 5 is going just about as far up as we are. And look at that. Basically, from us down, from 6th all the way down to 10th, it's pretty even. I'm not going to lie. Williams, McLaren, Renault, Alfa, Haas, we're all developing our cars pretty evenly, and we're all bunching together there in the back half of the grid. Whereas if you take a look at AlphaTauri, Red Bull, Ferrari, Racing Point, they're all bunching themselves up as sort of that upper mid-tier, upper mid-pack. And then, of course, you got Mercedes that's just miles ahead of everybody else because it's Mercedes. What do you expect? They're like a full 30, 40 points ahead of Racing Point. As it says Racing Point is currently 2nd. And then almost like a full 100 points ahead of basically the rest of us. So it's pretty much Mercedes' show, and we're all just living in it. But if you take a look at the R&D progress, take a look at the R&D tree, I should say, I, at this point in time, have maxed out everything on the aero. They can't touch anything because everything is maxed out to Spec 1. I gotta wait for Williams to actually go and spend money if they want to, build up the facilities to Spec 2. Same thing goes with the chassis. I'm just about done with that. Everything is going to be built out to the Spec 1 maximum. The powertrain, though, is Spec 2. And as you can see here, unfortunately, though, because it's built up to Spec 2, only 2 new things were added to it. Only 2 new bits of the power, this ignition system and the fuel tech. But that's about it. Everything else is if they ever so get around to building the engine up to Spec 3. Otherwise, I just gotta sit here and just wait and twiddle my thumbs. Pog, thank you very much for the raid, man. I hope you had yourself a wonderful stream. And everyone coming on in from Pog Stream, hope you enjoy yourself today. My name is Brian, and we are going to be getting to the Hungarian and the Belgian Grand Prix today. Just going over the R&D tree, like where my car is with Williams right now, and where and how it's been getting along so far this second season. But like I said, so far this second season, it's been up and down. It has been all over the place. Of course, we did get that win at France. The very ballsy strategy of going soft medium with everyone else going either medium hard or 2-stop strategy. We ballsed it out and came away with the win there. But like I said, everything else, it's pretty much out of the points. There are only 2 other races where I got points. Everything else has been very, very far back. Bottom 5 for the most part. As you can see, Vietnam was 19th, Spain was 17th, Monaco was 19th. Canada 18th, and Great Britain, where we just ended up, at 17th. It's been still a struggle in a season that I want to try and finish roughly around 10th place so I can roughly get points. You got a question? You have Zonboard on Wednesday. Can I be your Jeff? Yeah. I don't know, man. Jeff seems to be the best guy. So far, it seems to me, and every single time that I've raced with Jeff, he is, bar none, the best pit manager that I have ever come across, the best crew chief, giving me sound advice. He gives me such sound advice. He doesn't tell me not once, not twice, but 5 times during a race, saying the same exact thing. That means he wants you to pay attention. Is why he says it those multiple times, even though you know what you need to do. He says it because he's the best crew chief there is. I don't know, I'm not a spotter, man. I'm not really all that good, so I'd have to turn that down. What happened in France? Magic happened. Like I mentioned it before, I ran a soft-medium strategy when everybody else either ran medium-hard or a 2-stop strategy when it came to the guys at the front of the grid, the top 10, those that qualified in Q3. I started 18th. And like I said, I started on soft tires. Everyone else around me started on medium. So I was able to get the jump and get the speed to make my way to the front. Only making 1 stop and made it last the entire rest of the way. Alright, so without further ado, let's get ourselves into this. Totally forgot to get into the Hungarian Grand Prix. The one thing that I will say for this Hungarian Grand Prix, I am going to have to take a new ICE. I have all 3 ICEs that are currently just about 50%, if not more. So I don't want to take a loss of power going into Spa, and I don't want to take the grid penalty at Spa. I'd rather have a fully fit engine, a fully powerful engine for Spa and Monza. So I'm not going to take the grid penalty there. I'll take it here, and I'll switch out the engines when I get into qualifying. Mario says he's waiting for when Renault becomes the next big team. Well, I don't know if they will next season. Maybe Fernando Alonso can wheel that car around. I'm not expecting Renault to be anywhere as good as they're predicted to be. I just don't think their car is going to get built up to as well as it should, especially to somebody like Fernando Alonso coming back in. I just don't think that Renault is going to be competitive. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, so the weather forecast is going to be pretty damn good. Sunny to partly cloudy. No rain in sight, which is perfect for me because I absolutely hate the rain. And then, like I said, everything else is going to be taken care of before qualifying. So let's get into practice. Renault gathered more points than Red Bull. That's because Albon is finishing outside the points and Ricciardo is finishing ahead of Max. How he's finishing ahead of Max is beyond me because it just doesn't seem like he would be.
I've had a chat with Carl about the new parts and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so give them a try.
You think they could stay 4th or 5th with Alonso? 4th or 5th as a team? Certainly not Alonso finishing 4th or 5th. Maybe as a team they could finish 4th or 5th. What's going on, Oli? What do I think about Tua? He's doing pretty decently so far. I don't even know who's playing tonight. And I also don't have anybody in my fantasy league playing tonight. My fantasy season is also ostensibly over because I got rocked again this week. Jets versus Newton. No, why would you put yourself under that sort of scrutiny, my man? Why would you ever watch under any circumstances the Jets play? I should be good here. Oh, I didn't get it? Shit. I thought for certain I was able to get purple there. Expert opinion of what? Of if you wanted to watch the game tonight? Honestly, it's not worth watching. If you don't have anybody fantasy-wise in the game tonight, then it's not worth watching. Who knows? Cam Newton might actually go off. Shit. What's the next circuit? Well, the next circuit is what you're seeing right here. It's Hungary. The track map is right there on the left-hand side, and unless you don't know track maps, which is fine. There we go. All the way through. If the Jets get this, I want to see all the Pat's grumpy faces. Well, yeah, the Patriots are having a one rough season. They are completely missing Tom Brady. It's basically, it wasn't Bill Belichick that was the orchestrator of that team. It definitely was Tom Brady. It's very, very clear it was Tom Brady. But then, of course, you say that and you look at what happened to Tom Brady last night. Holy crap. The Buccaneers just got shat on by Drew Brees and the Saints. It was pretty laughable how bad that the Buccaneers got trounced. Oh, very nice, Mario. Yeah, Spa's a great track. If not for being a bit long, it's still a good track. Always hate this section of Hungary. Basically, from that chicane on, I just despise the second half of this track. Do I believe the Bears are going to the postseason? No. Fuck, I'm trying to think when the Bears are going to win the next game. They're not going to beat the Vikings. They're not going to beat the Packers. This Bears team was a bunch of frauds, and we all saw it from week 3 on. Legitimately, they've basically been frauding their way so far this season. And people are calling me crazy that I said the Bears were lucky that they were at 5-1, which is a complete and utter truthfulness statement. It's a complete true statement that the Bears were lucky to be 5-1, because you take a look at, I believe you take a look at 3 of their wins in that 5-1. All 3 of them were either come from behind, like in the case of the Falcons, come from behind victory, and then in the case of the Giants, and I forget who they played the very first game of the season, they are the Lions. In the case of the Giants and the Lions, the Bears had to make luck-ass defensive stops on the final play of the game that would have gotten a touchdown for both of those teams, and the Bears would have lost. So, admittedly, the Bears' record, the Bears could easily have 2 wins instead of 5. But because of those 3 lucky games, that's why the Bears were in the situation that they're in. And it is not at all surprising to me to see the Bears slipping, because that's just what the Bears have been all season. It's a mediocre offense and a mediocre defense. Head coach Matt Nagy does not know how to play call. He's not an offensive guru. He needs to give up that play calling and let the offense actually run wild. And the defense, admittedly, defense does have a little bit of holes due to injury and COVID stuff. But this is a Bears team that is known for their defense. To have Khalil Mack and Roquan Smith and Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn has been paid a lot of money, like I think close to $10 million to play for the Bears this season, and he has not produced. It really has been a case where the Bears are just underperforming, and the record doesn't show it. The record should be a lot worse than what it is. Prop says, how much do you think it is to have a decent setup? I would say like $250. Which is the cost, I would say, for a Logitech G29 or 920. At this point in time, I honestly have to say, bang for your buck, cost-wise, go for either the G29 or the 920 if you're going Logitech. I honestly cannot recommend the 923 because it costs $400. It costs at least $100 extra for what is almost essentially the same wheel. As far as Thrustmaster or whoops, as far as Thrustmaster or Fanatec goes, I forget which ones are like the standard when it comes to best for the price. What's it like, Fanatec CSL 1 or something like that? That would probably be best for price. And then Thrustmaster, what's it, T300? Is that best for price?
Okay, test complete, and that was a...
Yeah, Teichman, I would agree with you. I think that the Bears showing that they can stop Derrick Henry, like if they queue in on the running back position, they can stop him. We saw him do it with Derrick Henry. I think they could do that with Dalvin Cook. But then the problem then lies with, okay, Kirk Cousins has several options he could throw to. Thielen, Jefferson, Kyle Rudolph. I forget who the third, Madison basically is the backup running back to Dalvin. He's a good pass catching back. So you got a whole bunch of passing weapons at Kirk Cousins' disposal, and the Bears do not have the best pass defense. So that could open up more problems for the Bears defense to face than what you have just with Dalvin Cook. But yeah, if you're going for a wheel, the only ones that I can recommend because I've used them are Logitech based. Because so far, those are the only two wheels that I've ever had, that I've ever owned. Logitech G29 and then currently a 923. So those are the only ones that I really can give you a positive recommendation on because I've used them. As far as Fanatec and Thrustmaster goes, while they are reputable companies, I cannot tell you what their best products are firsthand because I have not used them. I'd have to rely on you guys in the chat that have likely used them instead of me. At this point in time, do you really think the Bears can beat the Vikings? I honestly can't say I see it. They could beat the Jaguars and the Texans, though. Unless Deshaun Watson just picks that day to go off on the Bears defense, which is known to happen. Though, like I said, I'm pretty sure the Bears can beat the Jaguars. Damn it. That fucking runoff area. But there's no way that the Bears are beating the Packers once, let alone twice. The Bears are not beating the Packers, period. Not this season. Also, I'm curious, to both Bears fans and non-Bears fans, If you had the opportunity to sign Aaron Rodgers for the Bears, would you do it? Would you want to see Aaron Rodgers in a Bears uniform? Yes or no, and why? Now, I know probably the majority of the no's are going to be like, oh, because he played for the Packers and it would just be weird. Take away the rivalry aspect, and because we've seen this not just in American football but world football too. Somebody going from one rival to another. You take away the rivalry aspect, Aaron Rodgers immediately becomes the best quarterback the Bears have ever had. Immediately, the best quarterback the Bears have ever had in its 100-year history. Even if it is for like a year, maybe 2 years at most, you would still take him because he is that good of a quarterback. Because you got to think, Aaron Rodgers right now is like 37, 38. Which, if you can take care of your body, you can actually play, as what Tom Brady has shown, you can play the quarterback position well into your 40s. Which I think is what Aaron Rodgers is trying to do. He is trying to model after Tom Brady so he can play and be productive into his 40s. But the question at this point in time is, will Aaron Rodgers stay in Green Bay or will he move out? Like, that was the question going into this season. Because I believe his contract is up at the end of this year. Will he stay or will he go? Famous Clash song. Whoop, not mean to do that. Okay, Flex, how you doing? Whoa, I don't know what I'm doing now. See, here's the thing. You say not into the NFC North. Look what Brett Favre did at the end of his career. Yeah, he went to the Jets, but then he spent 2 years on the Vikings. So he has played for a division rivalry, at least. Did I watch it? No, I didn't wake up early enough, but from what I've heard, it did not look all that great for Everton. From what I heard, basically after Everton scored their first goal, they just stopped attacking. They tried to sit on a 1-goal lead, which was fucking stupid. I don't care who you are up against. I don't care if it's fucking Fulham or Manchester United. You do not sit on a 1-goal lead when you have pretty much all the momentum. Which apparently is what Everton did. And, well, look at what happened. The game basically turned into the Bruno Fernandes show.
Program complete and a job.
I will say this. This is also the final game that Richarlison is out due to his red card. I think that is also a key point of Everton's game, is if you have Richarlison, you have a quick, pacey, creative playmaker on the pitch. Not just James. James is just a methodical playmaker. Like, he's a visionary playmaker. He could see shit on the field. But I think that you need to have Richarlison as well to kind of balance that out. You need to have more than just James on there as a playmaker. You need to have more than one playmaker out there in order to get the job done. Everton in 2 weeks are going up against Brighton, I believe. Are they going up against Brighton? No, they're going up against Fulham. That should be a win. Like, as we may mention this on Saturday, like the next 3 games that Everton have, they all should be wins. It's what? It's Fulham, it's Leeds, it's Sheffield United. All 3 of those games should be wins for Everton. Anything less, then you got to start asking questions as to why you suck so bad and why are you not getting all 3 points against teams you should be getting all 3 points against. With how great of a start that you had this season, how has it gone oh so terribly wrong? Do you not have that depth? That's almost what it's coming down to. Is it seems like you just don't have the depth out of your starting lineup. Because Richarlison goes, you stick in Bernard. Bernard looked very lackadaisical. You get rid of James, you put in Gylfi. Theoretically, Gylfi should still be a good playmaker, but apparently he hasn't been. He hasn't been within the last year or two. You take out any of the wingbacks. You take out either Lucas Dean or you take out Seamus Coleman. You're putting in a youngster. You're putting in either Ben Godfrey or Niles Nkunku, and they're both 20, 21 years of age. Still need to get that Premier League experience, just experience in general. I hate to say it, but they're definitely not to that level right now of AA, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Which I would think that Everton, when they brought in Niles and they brought in Ben Godfrey, that's what they expected him to be. They expected him to be the blue opposite of Trent in terms of ability defensively and offensively. And right now it hasn't happened. Yeah, where did they bring him in from? I forget. Was it Lille? I think they brought him in from Lille. Alright, I'm done.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three. Who are?
Yeah, memory serves me correctly. I think they brought in Niels from Lille. Obviously it was a French team. I can't remember if it was Lille or not. Could have been Marseille, could have been Lyon, but it definitely wasn't PSG. It was a French team. That's all I know, or that's all I can remember. All right, so as I said before, I'm going to be taking a grid penalty because of the fact that I need to have a much better ICE. As you can see right here, I just have 62%, 52%, 47. I'd rather save this ICE, and I don't want to take a grid penalty at Spa or Monza because I need to have as much pace as I possibly can at those tracks. And I feel like that I won't get that if I start at the back. If I start near the back. And Hungary, traditionally Hungary, I've always been bad at, so I think that I will just bite the bullet and take the grid penalty here. Yeah, I think that at this point in time, I'll just take the grid penalty. If that means that I start bottom 10 or whatever, or even last place more than likely. I just need to have a good engine going into Spa, going into Monza, where I need to have all that power. It's what I need. It was Marseille? Okay. No, that's not how it works, Ollie. I plank after the race. Push-ups and sit-ups are between qualification and the race. Wall sitting and planking take place after the race. I believe that is... Did I put that into the actual description? If not, then I probably should have. Yeah, that is actually in the description, so you can't say that you haven't been told. Alright, any weather change? No weather change. Alright, let's get right into qualifying. Also, as I may mention before, I'm going to be saving up all my R&D points at this point in time so that when the regulations come down around the Russian-Japanese Grand Prix, I'll have enough of a stockpile to go and try and take care of any and all regulatory changes on my R&D tree. Alright, got the current setup. Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about brake pressure. Yeah, brake pressure's gotta go up to 100. Always gotta get my brake pressure up to 100. Alright, let's get this bad boy out of here. But yeah, like I said, historically I've never been good at Hungary just because that second sector, that the entire back half of the track from the chicane onwards, I've always had a rough time in just figuring it out, figuring in the right turn-ins, figuring the right speed to go through the turns. It's just never been correct. Ah, rough go already. Yeah, that was a rough qualification right there. What's going on, Max and Lark? Sorry, I was concentrating on that because it's like, oh, I just cannot deal with this track. You see where Bottas is right now? That kink, basically from that kink onwards, I just cannot figure out the right speed, the right turn-in radius for all of these turns. It's a problem. It's a big problem. And I hate it. I hate myself that I can't do it. Alright, so as it stands right now, if I want to make it, which I know I'm not looking at the difference, I need to make up 8 tenths, almost 9 tenths. So figuratively, I need to be better by a second. And I can just tell you right now, that is not happening. Not on this track. If I want to make it into Q2, I need to get better by a second. I may be half a second faster because, as you saw, I did spin out. Or did get a little slippy on the back sector.
Yeah, that makes sense.
JJB, one for all. Thanks for the follow, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Yeah, I know I still have a grid penalty. So I'm saying if I somehow made it in Q3, somehow. At this point in time, think of this like extra practice. Much better there. Oh. It was actually going exceedingly well up until I missed that turn. Third turn from the end. Yeah, it says I qualified 19th. I'm going to be starting last anyway. Don't get Spinella and don't get eliminated. Guess what? I got a command for that. It's called exclamation point pronto. You get distracted by that? See, I need to have it there. I can see why or how you can get distracted by it, because if you see it constantly going between green and red, you're like, okay, now I'm in the red. Shit, I need to drive faster. J-Ro, thank you very much for the subscription, dude. Welcome on into the Gendo gang. And also, thank you very much for the support and dedication to the stream. How you doing, my man? But yeah, at this point in time, I understand what you mean by that. Is if you see it go from green to red, you're like, okay, now I feel like I need to overdrive. And overdriving corners, drive faster just to get it back into the green. I can understand that. But you also can't get away from that because the time delta, even though you may get rid of it up in the upper right-hand corner, you still have it on your monitor display.
Let's have your take on it.
Very, very small, but you still have it on your display.
Who is your biggest rival at the moment?
Who is my biggest rival at the moment? I'm going to go with Carlos Sainz. I'm not touching any of the Ferrari guys. I mean, I'm in a Williams. Do you really think I'm going to be challenging a Ferrari? And before you crack wise and say, oh, of course you can because they're in a Ferrari. It's a game. You got to remember that. It's a game. They consistently get top 10s. I am nowhere near that. I know, maybe in real life a Williams could challenge a Ferrari, but in the game, you can't. You can't really do that. So I'm going to go with Carlos Sainz.
Do you think that grid penalty was justified?
Yeah, it is, because I needed a better, faster, stronger engine.
You won't be starting at the front of the pack. Are you worried?
It's always a struggle.
Do you think this team are performing as well as they could do?
I'm gonna take the piss. I'm gonna say they need to perform better.
Appreciate your time.
They need to perform better because I want to be a part of Mercedes one of these days, which is not true. I'm staying with Williams this entire career. I mean, that's the whole purpose of this save. And my driver acclaim is slowly dropping. I don't know why. Don't know why. Makes no sense. Drop you down.
So, unfortunately,
because I don't want
some grid
to,
penalties.
Lark.
We'll be starting further back than you expect.
And besides, I'd rather just
How bad
drink
it is,
water my own
that'll
damn self
depend on what the other drivers get.
whenever I feel parched. Alright. 35 laps around Hungary, starting in last place. Kind of expected. I mean, you just saw me get qualifying in 19th place, so it's not completely out of the ordinary. Let's listen to Crofty.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of the Formula One World Championship. We don't expect too many retirements at this track. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher. He made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. We're northeast of Budapest for the race today at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is notoriously difficult.
Yeah, that's more than likely what I'll do.
Once again, it's time
honestly,
to take a
Ollie,
look
that's
at our
pretty much what I
starting
think I'll
grid
do.
for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position.
I also go soft hard.
We'll line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid,
wow, Ferrari got
Leclerc,
3-4?
Vettel,
Surprising.
Max Verstappen and Albon. Gasly, Kvyat, Ricciardo, and Lance Stroll.
I was about
Norris,
to say all teams are just
Giovinazzi,
lining up.
Carlos Sainz, and Russell.
Russell
Magnussen,
starting 14th.
Grosjean,
All right, he's getting in a good spot to get his
Esteban
points.
and Sergio Perez, Raikkonen, and O'Brien. It's almost time for those 5.
But yeah, Ollie, like medium hard's pretty much the strategy I've used every single time here. Pretty much every single time. If you take a look at the race director, yeah, the top 10 are pretty much all running on soft tires except for Lance. He's on mediums. And then everybody behind, I don't know why they're giving me soft. I'm going to have to change that. But it'll probably more than likely be medium hard. Or it could be soft hard. I very well could go soft hard strategy. But definitely soft medium on a track like this. Mediums, just any tire gets worn the fuck out real quickly. So there's no point. There really is no point in me going to the softer compound. Soft tire is going to be hard. I've made it work before. Yeah, the hard tires by the end of it did get like 50% worn. But I have made it work before. Oh, did not mean to do that. Alright, so yeah, they're projecting, as far as a default strategy, medium hard. And the personalized is soft medium. And as you can see, soft medium is better by 11 seconds. I just don't trust it, man. I just really don't. I mean, I could always do a 2-stop, but we all know 1 stop in 50% races is OP. This is pretty much a given at this point. Try to start with hards? Oh, ew. I don't really think that's a good idea. I could try and go for, like, the super undercut. And go 8 laps on the soft tires and then go hard the rest of the way. Yeah, I could think about just going super undercut, which basically means that I would be pitting alongside with the rest of the leaders. But the leaders, here's the thing, the leaders are going to be 2-stopping. Soft, medium, medium. Or they could go soft, soft, medium. The leaders are for definite 2-stopping. So I could do something like that. Like if I start to see leaders coming into pit, I could just do that. Like instead of doing this, let's take a look at this. If I edit this strategy, if I go soft, soft, medium, oh, that looks pretty rough, not gonna lie. Actually, hold on a second. Look at the time difference between the two. Look at the time difference. It's only off by 0.2. A little under 0.2. This could actually work. Soft, soft, medium. Yes, it's a 2-stop, but I would basically be, like I said, I would basically be pitting. I would be pitting alongside with the leaders. Actually, no, fuck it. I could do this. 8 laps a piece on soft set, and then the rest of the way on medium. What if the last one's a hard? No, 0.6. Yeah, we could definitely do this. It would be a 0.2 of a difference. 8 laps a piece on soft tires, and then the final on mediums. Like I said, this is basically the same stop strategy as everybody in the top 10, with maybe the exception of Lance Stroll, but it's obviously the fastest. It is obviously the fastest way to go. So I think we might actually go and do this. Even though 1-stop OP, we might actually do 2-stop here. And try and be as fast as possible. So we'll go soft, soft, medium. 8 laps apiece, 19 the rest of the way. Alright, let's give it a ride. Let's give it a ride. I guarantee you, once I hit that open air, though, it was looking so good early on, and then I got shut out. The door just closed up on me. And of course, Hungary is widely known for being a very narrow track. It's basically Monaco without the boats. I don't know if it's widely lauded, but it is definitely highly criticized for being a very narrow track. Yeah, once DRS comes into play, oh boy. Oh, baby, we're going to be in business. But then again, I say that, there's a lot of cars that are probably going to be in business once DRS comes into play. Because if you take a look at how close everybody is, shit, everybody's going to be DRS training. Yes, it's a good strategy, Brian. Kill your tires early. your tires early, forget where you need to turn in. I'm gonna be the coolest kid at school. I got 2 new pairs of boots. 2 new pairs of shoes just waiting for me at home. Yeah, it's all about that turn exit, man. That turn exit's what's really giving me fits.
And in the DRS zone.
Turn 1, much like at the Dutch Grand Prix, turn 1 might be the place that I make all my moves. Turkish Grand Prix, that'll be the first ever time that I'll watch it if I can wake up for it. Turkish Grand Prix, I think, will start 6 a.m. Chicago time. So if I can wake up early to watch it, it'll be the first ever time I've ever seen a Turkish Grand Prix. Shave my head, that's nothing new. I mean, I could try and not follow the line. I could try and get out of line to get around these guys. Especially since I'm seeing most everybody in front of me are all on medium tires. It doesn't help when I'm still trying to figure out, and still have tried to figure out how the fuck to get around this back sector. And also turn in, turn out speed. Turn in, turn out speed being a key factor here. God, I know I can get
Check
past
your
the front.
MFD for a new strategy
Why?
option.
I don't think I do. I mean, it is lap 5, and I am digging these tires. I'm full on fucking digging. So yeah, the tires are probably fucked.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Fuck you, Ocon. Oh, no, I almost got instant karma. I almost got straight up instant karma by doing that.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Reminder, I'm pitting on lap 8 and lap 16. Laps 8 and 16 for new tires. Yeah, honestly, I've done medium hard before. Medium hard is not a strategy I am foreign to. But this time around, I decided to go two-stop strategy. Honestly, I felt like this time around I want to try a two-stop strategy there. Tyler, the front left is probably already gone. I'm assuming it's like 25% gone right now. Close, 26.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tyler, thanks for the follow, my man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoyed the stream today. Indeed it is. Next race tonight is Spa. In fact, I only run 2 races per session. So you get to see the glory and majesty of the Spa Grand Prix. Oh shit, oh shit. Completely my fault. Oh my god, I missed that braking zone. I killed Grosjean in the process, but holy shit. That was completely an accident.
We're gonna box this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
Yeah, maybe, Q-Ball, I have no idea. But I just completely missed my braking point. 100%. Joke, that is a 4-letter word, and I don't want to hear that from you. That 3-letter word is a 4-letter word around here, my man. Yeah, this is driver career mode. I had previously done a My Team career mode with my own custom team, which you can find on my YouTube channel, Gendo66 on YouTube. And I'm currently about to start uploading the start of this career mode. Did I get a penalty? No, surprisingly I did not. But anyway, I am boxing this lap. Alright. Hamilton's on the hards because he went soft hard. Clearly he is going to be racing 27 laps. He feels he is confident in racing 27 laps on hard tires.
Only 1 stop to go. 1 stop left in this strategy.
Sergio, you can please kindly fuck off. Yeah, I don't know about the rest of the top 10. But yeah, as you can clearly see, Hamilton going soft hard, so he's going 1 stop OP. Given how my car is, I just don't trust it. Because seeing how far back I am, And this is how far back I am after one stop. If I went on the hards and knowing how slow the car is on those hard tires, do you think that I would be able to get up to anybody that would have potentially have made a secondary pit stop? Like if I got up to anybody that was doing a strategy like me? If I did, they would immediately shoot out away from me because of the fact that, oh hey, I'm on a softer compound and you're not going to be able to catch me because you're on hard tires. No, one stop is not possible at all on 100% distance. Soft, medium is correct. And of course I am going off track. Of course I am. Yes, George Russell is. I actually joked about having Nicholas Latifi on my team. It wasn't really a good joke, but there really is no other choice. Had to go with George Russell. He's been doing pretty well, especially this season now that I'm starting to build the car out a little bit more. Yeah, that was the joke in the season 1, is I was going so slow I pretty much was Latifi. I replaced Latifi because I was Latifi. So yeah, just as a reminder, I'll be pitting on lap 16 for medium tires, and that will be my final pit stop. Seems like most everybody else is going soft, medium. I think Hamilton, maybe even Bottas were the only two that were going to go with the soft, hard strategy. Fastest sector, I'm actually surprised. Ah, shit. Horrible turn in. Try dragging him out a couple more laps past 16. Say like 18 at most. I think it can be done. In fact, I know it can be done. The question is, will it be murder on my tires? In fact, I very strongly think it will murder my tires. Did not quite see what my tire percentage was coming into the pits first time. So I would hazard a guess to say they were in the high 30s. Maybe low 40s. By the end of this, my tires are going to be in a liquid state. How hard I'm pushing them.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
Actually, Ali, I've grown to get used to it, but the one thing that I still don't like about it is it's tiny. Like, I would be okay with it if it wasn't such a tiny display. Compared to it being on your actual wheel. Showing it like this, it's a fucking tiny-ass display, man.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Alright, my tires right now are on low 20s. They'll probably be low 30s by the time I come back to lap 16. So yeah, I guess I could stay out a little bit longer, maybe lap 18. Ooh, I don't know about lap 20, my man. Lap 18 definitely I can do. Lap 20 might be a bridge too far. I've actually not had a safety car at all in dry weather here. Anytime there's been a safety car here, it usually is in wet. Alright, well, I'm catching up to this pack here. It's quite a big pack in front of me, too. Ah, shit. I'm actually going to use my first flashback on that one. That was a terrible cut, and I'd rather not take a 3-second time penalty here. For those of you who are wondering, oh, why did he just do that? Well, it's because I try to limit myself to 3 flashbacks. Yes, I do have flashbacks turned on. I try to limit myself to 3 flashbacks in a race. After that, I gotta race it out as normal. So if I bust my front wing, oh well, I gotta come in and take a new front wing. If I crash, I usually just take the DNF. If I spin, I've got to take the loss of time. So I basically give myself 3 freebies, and then afterwards, that's it. Drive it like normal, then. Oh wow, I thought I was actually going to get closer to the apex of that turn.
Window open. Let's
Red
box this
Martin.
lap.
Red Martin, thanks for the follow, my dude. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. How's the MRO rate? I appreciated it. A little surprising because I didn't know they were coming, obviously, and I honestly did not. I did not know that they were a thing. I looked into what they were after I got done racing. And yeah, they're an F1 esports racing league, Misfits RL. Oh no shit, it's yours? That's cool, thank you. Wow, Albon's all the way back here in 15th. My DRS is either stuck open
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tire grip around now.
My DRS is stuck open. Okay. Oh, shit. Well, that's what happens when your DRS is stuck open. Oh, God. Yeah, I am speed. I also have no fucking downforce. What is this fucking Joker doing? I've not really had my DRS stuck open before. That is a truth. I've never had the DRS stuck open before. I've had it stuck shut. I've never had it stuck open.
George is coming in for his stop.
Yeah, who needs brakes?
Understood, stopping this lap.
It's like I can't take that turn flat out now. Yeah, I hate to say it, having the DRS open is making me worse. Because I can't take turns flat out. I have to lift. Because I'll also lose the downforce too. Whoa, okay. Oh, that's some... Okay, no. I'm gonna automatically say no to that. The car was sliding into the wall. Alright? That is some bull honky and you know it. That is some bull honky. I'm not gonna stand for it. So we're gonna go with that instead. I'm coming into the pits, and all of a sudden, as I'm coming into the pits, right before it hits the auto, it smacks the outside wall. I'm not counting that one. No, Ollie, I'm not counting that one. That was some bullshit.
Go now.
My DRS is still stuck open.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Why is Cat Gem not working here? Because I don't have it? Is the simple answer. Shit. Yeah, it's not a global emote, dude. I know these clouds may be ominous.
Moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
These clouds may be ominous, but we are not going to be getting any rain. No, you want to know what is the best emote? In my case, Monkasteer. Monkasteer describes me and my racing to a T. Alright, Kimmy. The student is going to outwit the master. How many fools do you get to time out? Well, anybody that's been saying if it's wet. Like I said, at this point in time, that is a 4-letter word here on this channel. Anybody that gets the prediction right of a full wet race, guess what? You're going to be rewarded with a 5-second timeout. Congratulations, you get a 5-second timeout. Because wet races are a pile of shit. My DRS is still stuck open. This is pissing me off. What's going on, Frostbite? Wet races are a curse upon this land. Mere mention gets you banished to the deep. If only for 5 seconds. Shit. Shit. Imagine no Rouge full wets. I don't have to imagine. I've raced it. I've raced it full wets before. It's not fun. Yeah, I'm currently 19th, and every bit of 19th right now is exactly where I expected to finish in this race. Every bit of this position right now is what I expected out of this race. And now that I'm thinking about it, it partially is due to this pit strategy that I wanted to go with. I thought I could be smart and get away with a 2-stopper. Because fast tires and all that jazz. Turns out not the case. And of course, also, you know, having the ICE, the brand new ICE part to drop me back, yeah, that didn't really help. Also didn't really hurt because I only moved back one spot. Yeah, I hate to tell you, Ollie, but you were always going to be wrong with that 12th place prediction. I wasn't going to say anything. But you were always going to be wrong with that prediction. History shows I am not good at this track. I'm actually putting my faith in Spa. I love Spa. It's my second favorite track to race. So, crossing fingers, man. Crossing fingers, that's going to be a lot better than what whatever this is. And my DRS is finally working again. Or it's finally down again. See, that's the thing. Of all the tracks my DRS is left open, it's this track. Not like Spa or Monza or any fast track. Had to be this track. Is that George in the points? I don't know. Is that George in the points? I can't really tell. I am not going to do math in my head on moving dots right now. My favorite track is Canada, actually. I may have a rethink about it, though, because with the way that Canada's been lately, it might actually move out of my favorite track slot. But my top 5 right now is Canada, Spa, Monza, Austria, and Silverstone. With honorable mentions right on the outside, but not quite in. Honorable mentions are the Dutch Grand Prix, Zandvoort, and Interlagos. That are right there, right on the cusp, looking to try and get a top 5 spot, but do not have a top 5 spot for me. Also, if Hensel is still in the chat, he might actually speak a little bit more information on this, because he did post a little bit of it in the Discord. The rumor is that next year, 2021, we are not going to Interlagos. F1 is not going to be going to Interlagos. The Brazilian government is building a brand new racetrack at Rio. And they'll be taking the Brazilian Grand Prix there. Something to do with the owners of Interlagos and the FIA having a quarrel, like they didn't come to terms or something, and the FIA is willing to pull out of Interlagos at the behest of Bol Nassar, or whatever the fuck his name is, and put in a new track in Rio, because that's where Bol Nassaro's hometown is. So he wants to have a racetrack in his hometown. And have the Brazilian Grand Prix there, too. That's the rumor. Oh, really, Ollie? Because if that's true, then yeah, then that's how I was able to hear about Vietnam being dropped. That was all just hearsay for me about hearing Vietnam being dropped from the calendar. Could not confirm because it was right before I went online. Right before I went on stream. Yeah, and Hockenheim, once again, I know I have somebody in the chat that could speak for it, hopefully Sarancia. Hockenheim and Nürburgring, really, it's all down to the German government. They don't want to finance the upkeep of those tracks because of the effects that motor racing is having on the environment, something along those lines. So the German government does not want to maintain Hockenheim ring or Nürburgring for auto racing. Which is why it was not on the calendar this year. Specifically for that reason. Slowly catching up to Perez and Ocon and Grosjean. How would you have made the old Hockenheim safer? There were already like 3 extra chicanes into the back, the big loop in the back. How would you have made old Hockenheim safer? I am curious as to how you could do to that track. Homemade 12-second. I'm scared, joke. You have no idea how scared I am about what you just said, putting those words together. ...2019 German Grand Prix, wet Hockenheim. Well, wet Hockenheim on and off, sprinkling of course, but it was the wetness that everyone remembers, because that's really what made that race memorable. I see people! Oh shit.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Hey, what's going on, Simone? Not quite in the draft just yet. Get back here, you son of a bitch, Perez. So right now it's looking more and more likely that Yuki Tsunoda is in fact going to be in the AlphaTauri for next year. He does have enough super license points, or I shouldn't say that. He does have enough time in an F2 car to make a case. He still needs enough super license points. If he finishes 5th or better in the F2 championship, he is currently sitting in 3rd, but the battle is tight. Like, it's him, it's Schwartzman, it's Mazepin, and it's somebody else, all within 7 points. of Yuki. So one false move by Yuki and he could drop all the way down to 6th and get knocked out of, super licensed contention completely. Oh no! God damn it. I got too close to the back of Perez. Alright, see you later, haha. Guten Abend, gute Nacht. I mean, guten Nacht is, I think, good night. Well, yeah, Nacht is night, so. But would you say guten Nacht is a greeting or as a goodbye? So guten Nacht, good night, is more of the goodbye.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
So yeah, if you're gonna say goodbye to somebody in German in the evening, it would be gute Nacht. Whereas guten Abend would be an evening greeting. An evening greeting. Learning German is hard, he says. I've never tried to learn German, but just on the outside looking in, it looks like a very difficult language. Like, if you know Romance languages and Latin-based languages, Germanic is a whole different beast. Germanic languages are a whole different beast. Swamp German. Wow. Never heard somebody say that about the Dutch. My tires are all the way gone. He says is there like at 31%. What are we thinking about the second Red Bull seat? I think it's already been decided. It's either going to be Hülkenberg or Perez. Like, there really are no other choices, and I cannot see Albon going
Less
back.
than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
I cannot see Albon going back. What happens to Albon? He does not have a seat for next year. I honestly cannot see Albon getting any seat next year. With how unfortunate his driving's been this year, I just cannot see him getting a seat. Speaking of Sergio Perez, he's all the way back here in 18th. What the hell? That's correct, Damon. And there are more and more rumors, or the rumors are starting to pick up steam about Lewis Hamilton actively walking away from F1 at the end of the season. There are rumors now starting to pick up steam that Hamilton might very well walk away from F1 at the end of this year.
Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver?
Speaking of, Lewis Hamilton wins the race today.
I think that smart time management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix,
of course, Mercedes 1-2, Hamilton, Bottas, Max Verstappen. There's your common.
Deserve it.
There's your common podium this year. Hamilton, Bottas, Max. That is probably the one podium combination that has seen the most time here in 2020. Well, I mean, best car, best driver, and then best driver not in a Mercedes. Hamilton wins
Let's
LOL.
see how the drivers.
Georgie boy got points! Yes, George, in fact, did end up finishing in the points. He finished in 9th. He got Haas 2 extra points. Let's go. But outside the podium, Leclerc got 4th. Albon got 5th. That's unrealistic. Then it was Norris, Stroll, Magnussen. Magnussen? What the fuck? Haas, you're up in 8th. How are you up in 8th? Russell in 9th, Vettel in 10th. Then Gasly, Giovinazzi, Ricciardo, Sainz.
Lewis Hamilton takes over.
Kvyat, Grosjean, Ocon, Perez, myself, and Kimi. And surprisingly, not a single one died. Not a single car died in this race, when usually you would think, oh, maybe there would be a car dying here. I've seen cars die in the wet here more often than not at Hungary than I have seen in the dry.
The lead of the Drivers' Championship after an excellent result.
So yeah, where'd those 2 extra points get us? Those 2 extra points did fuck all as far as our standings. We're still in 8th place in the Constructors. But we did make a little bit of a move on McLaren. We're now 13 points behind them, 14 points behind the Renault. Alfa Romeo finally not... they finally are out of the goose egg. They did get 1 point. Haas with 4. But of course, it is Mercedes and then everybody else. It's Mercedes world and we're all just living in it. Red Bull 121 points back. AlphaTauri 131 points back. Ferrari 250 points back of Mercedes. What is going on here? How in the world is AlphaTauri better than Ferrari? Or even like anybody at this point in time. You wouldn't expect them.
Out on the track today, but Anthony,
you definitely would not expect to see them up there, but there they are. Also, during this season break, doesn't look like Williams decided to upgrade the facility. So, wonderful stuff. You absolutely hate to see it.
We've had the new parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Sweet. We actually did get the chassis stuff done. So, officially at this point in time, the chassis and the aero have been maxed out to the spec facility level. Aero and chassis are both at spec facility level 2. Or, sorry, 1. I don't know why I said 2. I'd love if they were 2 at this point in time. But they're both at spec 1. The engine is at spec 2. And as you can see with the engine, there's only 2 more things that I can do before that gets maxed out, before Williams decides to, utilize their extra money in order to give me more engine. But at this point in time, the one thing left to just completely fully build out is durability. This was set to spec 2. The first fucking thing was set to spec 2 was durability, which honestly is the last thing I wanted to be spec 2, because honestly, I don't really care too much about the engine durability in these early stages. I'd rather build everything else out first and save engine durability for last. Because we all know that the engine durability is always going to be trash in the first couple of seasons that you do this type of save. So why even bother with that? But no, Williams in their grandiose vision were like, let's build up this durability for the engine because that's what we want. We know the engine is going to go kaput some of these times, so we want you to have the most durable engine. No, I want to have a car that's not a boat or a sailboat because obviously we have the Mercedes engine, one of the most powerful engines on the fucking grid, but when your car is heavy as a fucking 2-ton anchor and as aerodynamic as a fucking sail, you're not going to get the power out of the engine that you need. It's just not going to happen. So that's why I just didn't understand why the AI was investing so much into the durability when I wanted them to invest elsewhere. Well, like I said, we're maxed out right now for chassis and aero. We're almost maxed out for the powertrain, but now the AI needs to put more money, funnel more money into these two facilities. Aero and chassis. We need to get that shit built out in order to be even more competitive. Thoughts on the rumors about Codemasters buyout? Codemasters is not being bought out. Codemasters is buying out Take-Two, I thought. I thought that's what it was. Codemasters was the one doing the buying out, not the one being bought out. All right, what is the weather going to be like for Spa? Oh, it's going to be raining for qualifying, but it's going to be sunny for the race, which is not how I wanted it to be. At all. Yeah, look at that. It's supposed to be light rain for qualifying, but sunny, 100% sunny for the race. Why can't I just have a fucking double dry race? Why can't I just have a fucking double dry race here? But no, there's got to be rain for Spa. There's got to be also rain for Austria. There's also got to be rain for Suzuka. There's also got to be rain for fucking Great Britain as well. Why can't I just have a completely 100% dry season? I never get that. I never get a 100% completely dry season. I'd rather have a 100% dry season because I can't fucking stand driving in the rain. Oh, okay, it's the other way around. I don't know why I read it as Codemasters buying Take-Two. They're buying them up for almost £1 billion or dollars. I don't know what the denomination is. All right, well, let's just get our practice on, right?
Carl probably mentioned the new parts that have come in from the factory. Well, they're all fitted and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
Let's just get our practice on, and need to up the brakes up there. Save, overwrite. It's okay, we'll make this work. As far as qualifying goes, I hate to say it, but qualifying is probably going to put us near the back again. That's just how it likes to work. Is wet weather anything, we're going to be put near the back. You're scared that the F1 series is going to turn into 2K-like games? Oh, like WWE 2K and all that? And NBA... Yeah, and all that. Fuck microtransactions. All my homies hate microtransactions. Well, Take-Two is not 2K, you know that, right? So there is hope for them yet. What has Take-Two done that you think that it might turn into the 2K series? Take-Two owns 2K? Well, shit, I didn't know that. You think someone that games like me would know who owns who? Fact is, I don't. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. But anyway, Ryan L83, thank you very much for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. What position did I finish last race? 19th. It was Hungary. It was shit. It was shit because it was Hungary. But anyway, for this, I feel like that no matter where I start, I'm going to go soft medium. I feel like everybody on the grid is going to go soft medium as far as tire strategy. Thank you very much for the follow as well as I try to, not fuck up the chicane here. Thomas MVP, thank you very much for the follow as well. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Shit. That's another thing that I gotta worry about is going up Radion. Oh, money shifting. Medium soft, even if you're from the back of the grid. I don't think I've ever used a medium soft strategy here. I understand. Yeah, I understand its preference. I'm just also saying I've never used the medium soft strategy here. I always want to try and get fast right out of the gate. Which is also what I believe AI does too, is every single one decides to go medium soft or soft medium.
Okay.
Okay. Spa's your favorite build? Well, yeah, Spa's good. That I mentioned before. Spa's one of my top 3 favorite tracks. It's number 2. But yeah, the Spa race is not really going to do all that great in practice. Just straight up not going to do great in practice. Because of the fact that it's going to be raining, or I say practice, qualifying. Because it's going to be raining qualifying. Who else does not like driving in the rain? I cannot be the only one. I legitimately cannot be the only one that hates driving in rain. Really? Really? No, I don't want to believe that I went over. while I like this track, that is the one place that I just do not enjoy it whatsoever. It's that carousel, the Brussels carousel. Because it's slow, it's off camber. It is severely off camber. It just immediately shunts you to the outside. You're just going to go right off the track. And you're probably one of the few people that actually could drive Monaco well on a controller. Because I hear nothing but bad things about trying to drive it on a controller. Thank you very much for the follow there, Mr. Hibar Beat, or High Bar Beat. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. Just going to be wrapping up some practice. I'm only going to do 3 laps around here. 3 laps around for the race strategy. There's no need to do the entire complement of 5. And we've had a decent amount of new people coming on in here. Where are you from? Who's your favorite driver? What's your favorite track? What's your favorite Grand Prix? And if you play this game, what's your favorite track to drive? My name is Brian. I will be your host for the evening. If you want to sign up for my Discord, it's, well, down below. Talk about anything and everything. Or type in !point Discord. It'll give you the link in chat. My schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Usually streaming around 5:30 Chicago time. And I also do have a supplemental YouTube channel where I upload the career modes of what I did my team career mode wise, and will be uploading this Williams career onto it. It's almost going to be a 1-for-1 upload of the streams, so it's not going to have a whole lot of editing. It's also very minimalistic because the whole point is to try and get you to watch the streams live. The whole purpose of putting up those YouTube videos is to get you to watch the stream live. Yes, they're nice to have just as a way to catch you up on what you missed. But the whole hope is to get you to come in and watch it live because, hey, anything can happen live. It's great to have some wonderful interaction, real-time interaction. Yeah, High Bar, Monza is a good track. Oh shit. Is there actual lightning in the F1 game? Yes, we found that out. We found that out a couple of weeks ago at the US Grand Prix where it was fucking raining cats and dogs, and on the actual weather forecast, it showed up a lightning bolt. And at the time, it was like, that was the first ever time I saw what that was, didn't know what it meant. Turns out, you can have lightning-based cautions in F1 2020. Where they'll just escort you around the track for like 3 laps. 3-4 laps, and then they get you rolling again. But yeah, that was legitimately last season U.S. Grand Prix, the first ever time I saw lightning in the weather forecast, and we had a lightning-based caution. No. Red flags are not programmed in the game. And from what I have heard, red flags have not been in the game since like 2014. Probably because of the fact that they rarely happen in real life, and much rarer in the game, that Codemasters decide to just remove it entirely. Yeah, how many times has there been a red flag? Well, it wasn't 2 times in Monza, it was 2 times in Mugello. But yeah, there was one in Monza. You are correct. Haven't those been like the only red flags that have happened this season? Oh, Christ. Yeah, you would think, Joke. Seriously, you would think, driving around and, lightning hits. But then again, you are racing, in some cases, on a very, very flat track, like the US Grand Prix, where you might actually get hit, because you are, in the vicinity around you, the tallest thing. So, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, realistically, I don't know why they do it in-game. I don't know if that's what the protocol is in real life. If there's lightning, though, it's got to be a red flag.
The session has drawn to a close.
I think that doing what they did in the game is kind of the concession, where it's like, well, we don't have red flags programmed in the game anymore, so we have to do something. Might as well just throw a caution for 3 laps. Will Codemasters ever put red flags back in? Was something that I saw like a while ago. I think the general consensus is no. They don't really feel like it's worth putting a red flags system back into the game. They just don't feel like it's worth it. Because yeah, like I said before, unless you're like completely idiotic in online mode, where, everybody just runs into each other and then there's debris all over the place, then that's a red flag situation. That is completely a red flag situation. But is it something that is going to be warranted to be brought back into the game? Probably not. And they did that for good reason. Because otherwise you'd just be like, oh, online, you can't even get 2 turns into a lap because everyone just plows into each other. Oh, red flag the race, start over. And then the same thing happens over and over and over and over again. You wouldn't go anywhere. In online races, you might as well just disable the red flag because you wouldn't go anywhere. You'd just be restarting the race every single time. It was realistic because the crash wouldn't have been cleared in 10 laps. Yeah, I think they only went like 3 laps around and then they said, okay, red flag it because it's just going to take too long. Something like that. Can I get my driver and claim up to 10 yet, please? Pretty please with sugar on top? Alright, qualifying in the rain. What did I do to deserve? Oh, hold on a second. The weather changed. The weather changed. It now says it's partly cloudy. So things may be on the up and up. We may actually get a decent qualifying run, but I should have checked the weather while I was in practice, because it may still be sketchy. All right, so it is clear, but I need to check the weather. It is supposed to get cloudy 10 minutes in. All right.
Engine fired. We're set.
All right. Williams out. Let's go some racing. Well, there might be rain. There might be rain. There might be rain towards the end of Q1, like into Q2, Q3. Hey, as we've said before, forecast always is not right. When it comes to predicting rain, the forecast is never right. Apex, 2 Apex, Pauhun. I think we should be good to go for the actual qualifying then. What's going on, Samuel? Ali, can you not tell me what to do? Thanks. Oh, I'll make it on fuel. I've already tested this beforehand. If I went all the way down to like 2.2, I would not have made it. Ah! Well, doesn't help when I slide out. No, I've actually done this test before. I actually did do a qualifying run ages ago with the lowest amount of fuel, and it did not count because of the fact that I didn't make it. So ever since I went with the one above it, 2.6 laps of fuel in the tank. Yeah, because I had the low fuel mode, and as I was coming up to the chicane here, I ran out. I was in low fuel mode going through the chicane, and I basically killed my lap time. Speaking of killing my lap time, what do you think I just did right there? I pretty much fucking killed it by spinning through the chicane. Well, now the weather's coming, and that's pretty much it, right? That's gotta be it. I mean, I could try and go out again, but that's it. Session info. Go to track, drive out. Let's try and put another one out there. Because I see the clouds coming in. I need to go faster. I know I need to go faster. No, I didn't change my tires because I'm actually okay with not changing my tires in this. My tires are properly heated up. They've got a little bit of wear on them. Oh yeah, I actually have gotten faster times before on worn tires. I've done this strategy before. I mean, it doesn't work all the time. Which I know is why you're skeptical, but it has worked. Where I get a faster time on worn tires. Because there's already, you know, the proper temperature put into them.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
But yeah, at this point in time, I'm just going to try and put another lap in. Try and get a little bit faster before the rain comes. And try and guarantee a Q2 spot. I'm also looking at the timing tower in the upper left, and it says that I'm now down to 14th. Rain is going to be coming after this lap. You can bank on that. Or I can just, you know, be an absolute shithead and spin. I can just be the biggest shitlord and spin like I did. It only dipped red because I broke early. Yeah, what's going on, Wong? How you doing, bud? I actually didn't save time. I actually didn't save time. Wow, okay, well, I gotta hope. I gotta hope that the weather comes and validates anybody that's trying to do a lap. Otherwise, I'm gonna be out. For sure, I'm gonna be out. As you can see right there, I'm in 14th.
In the session.
Like I said, I could go out again on fresher tires. Like, I need to... If I want to... Yeah, now it's starting to rain. Who's out right now? Nobody is out, and it's starting to rain. You know what? I'm not gonna risk it. See, you can see the air down there in the rain, and nobody is out right now. So You know what? I'm gonna sit back because I know if I go out again in the rain, I'm not gonna get a faster time. So sitting in 14th, I think I made it. Yep, I'm pretty sure I don't have to drive another lap at this point in time with the rain coming down. Definitely don't need to drive another lap. All right, so we made it into Q2. Getting used to the temperature drop out in the West Coast. It's still 70 degrees here in Chicago. It's going to be 70 degrees for another day before it drops down to mid-40s. But hey, I'll take warm weather here in Chicago any day. All the time. Can you go out in Spa without brakes? Probably not. Ellerberger. George Russell, unfortunately, is going to be starting in 17th. Those that didn't make it as well, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Grosjean, and Magnussen. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. So now, with qualifying hit with the damp bug, I'm going to have to change my setup now to 63% differential because we are driving in the wets. I have my differential set to 53 in dry racing, 63 in intermediate wetness, and 68% in wetness. Yeah, but like I said, Wong, it's going to drop down to mid-40s, mid to high 40s after tomorrow. It's going to be like proper autumn weather here in the Midwest. And even prediction of a little bit of rain, too, which is, pretty apt given what I'm doing right now. Any reason for the 3%? That's how my buddy set it up. These are not my setups. These are my buddy's Sarancia's, or user that stops on by. His name is Sarancia, and he makes setups. He's currently in the middle of a version 4 for all these tracks. And if you would like to see what he has done so far, you can check his Discord by typing in !setups. You can sign up for his Discord, and he has all the setups in a PDF file. God damn it. But yeah, that's just how he set it up. So, I mean, you could have it as a flat even number, but this is just how he set it up. Russell's carousel is a bitch in the rain. Sorry, I'm just being super concentrated here because I never like driving in the rain. So that's why I'm trying to put all my focus on this to get a good lap. All right, 118.4 return, or 158.4. Man, if I got a 118 around Spa, I would be wondering what type of car I was in. Oh, it actually looks like it's going to dry out relatively soon. Oh my god, my car is trash. I went intermediates. I went on intermediates when I should have went on wet. Okay, immediately switch tires and drive out.
Take it easy to start with. The track's wet.
I'm like, I went on intermediate tires when the go-to should have been wets. I don't know what I don't know what was going on there. If I somehow make it into Q3, if I make it into Q3, the track looks like it's gonna dry out. Alright, take it easy, Wong. So I was driving on a track that was already, like, super wet on intermediates. Which was never going to work.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
I mean, wet tires are also pretty garbaggio. I know, mate. I know. And if I start 15th, oh well, I start 15th. Did not expect the weather to be, like, super wet. I didn't see it until very, very late. Yeah, it's another Q2 that I could chalk up. Could have taken turn 1 better. Oh, really? Seriously? Did not feel like I went over. Now I definitely will. Shit. And as I may mention before, this is why I don't like driving in the wet. Oh, come on! Are you serious, man? Fucking finally. I think a bad turn 1 is ultimately going to be the downfall of my time. That I can agree with, Thacker. I like this track too, but in the rain it is pretty abysmal. So, like, guaranteed I'm gonna be 15. Nah, I'm not taking that one. So, like, we can agree on this, right? I'm gonna be 15th no matter what. I got a half second better, and I still am going to be starting 15th. I know I'm in a Williams, but I'm building this Williams up. I've already maxed out my aero that I can. I've maxed out the chassis that I can. I've almost maxed out the engine that I can.
Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions.
It's too late for me to go out. So at this point in time, yeah, I'm gonna start 15th. Yeah. So I'm gonna be starting in 15th, and yeah, it looks like on the lap that I was out, the weather switched back from, or the track switched back from being super wet to only intermediate wet, which is why you can see a lot of people choosing the intermediate tires and going back out and setting a faster lap time. God damn it. So, yeah, I'm starting 15th. Lance Stroll, 14th. Gasly, 12th. Sainz in 13th. Lando Norris in 11th. It's better than nothing. Of course, it's always better than nothing.
Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher.
That is true.
There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. Spa-Francorchamps then, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. Joining us today, before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through
Of course, Mercedes got the front row.
We have Leclerc, Vettel, Daniel Kvyat, and Verstappen, Ricciardo, Albon, Ocon, and Lando Norris. Sainz,
Lando Norris,
O'Brien, and Magnussen. Russell, Raikkonen, and
actually moved up to 13th.
And Sergio Perez. They'll be starting further back.
Perez and Gasly took grid penalties. That's why I'm up to 13th. How are Ferrari 3-4? You got me. They really shouldn't be, I know. But it's all because they built their car up, man. You forget this is career mode where you could build your car up and you could improve upon it. Even with the statistical hit that Ferrari got from, the recent patch where it buffed Racing Point but nerfed Ferrari. Even with the nerf, Ferrari made all those points back, and now they're back up to second on the grid. Car-wise. Yes, I did apply the Ferrari engine nerf. That's been in for like about a full season now, because it happened, I believe, this time last season. So yeah, the Ferrari nerf has been on for a bit, and all I can say is Ferrari, they made up all that lost pointage in order for them to get back to second on the grid. That's all I can say. So yeah, it looks like everybody's going to run soft. Yeah, everyone's going to run soft medium. As I figured, everyone's going to run soft medium. There is no point in running medium soft. There just isn't. There is not a single point to run medium soft. And look at this. Between the personalized and the projected time, there's only a 3-second difference. But apparently it says by pitting a lap later, I'm saving 3 seconds. I don't know why it's giving me that malarkey. It doesn't look like it is. What's my best finish this season? I actually won at France. Believe it or not, I actually won at France. Oh, I just noticed this. Look at this little rain cloud here at the end of the race. Just noticed that because, of course, I didn't see a weather forecast on the email screen, so I didn't know. We actually are going to have a little bit of rain at the end of the Belgian Grand Prix, so like for the last 3 laps. Will that make a bit of a difference? No, it won't. 3 laps of rain at the Belgian Grand Prix here in the game. It's not going to necessitate anybody getting on hard tires or even intermediate tires. And if it does, then that means that the rain is going to be hitting a lot harder and a lot faster than what it's letting on here. Alright, so actually let me get into this. Yeah, it's like, it really doesn't matter. I can either pit lap 8 or lap 9. It really doesn't matter. You know what? I actually will keep the lap 8 pit. So come in lap 8, switch to the mediums, and then run those the rest of the way. A little bit of spritzing at the end of the race should not be a factor. All right, let's get this bad boy rolling. Starting 13th on the grid. Oh, cutting down the inside. Hello, excuse me, pardon me. The super dive. I don't care if it gave me a penalty. I just got a super dive up into 9th place, and this is where I'm going to lose it. No, I don't know how I made the super dive stick, and I also did not kill any of my front wing either. Whoa! God damn it. I tried blocking Stroll way too much. Is this going to be a podium? No, but I was hoping for a top 10 finish. Like, even before I started this race and qualified, I was hoping for a top 10 finish regardless. But it also does not help now that I am out of DRS range. Yeah, as I'm going to be out of DRS range, as you see, Albon is pulling away, and Ocon is, well, moving on up.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Now that would be nice if I can actually get into it. Because right now I am nowhere close. Ah, shit. That is an immediate. Yeah, that is an immediate right, left, right. And to be fair, if I don't take the carousel or the turn after the carousel just right, I will lose time. Which I already did. To Albon in front. Jesus Christ, he already jumped a second ahead of me. And Ocon also chomping at the bit to try and catch me, pass me. But that is honestly where I legit lose all my time, is the carousel and the turn right after the carousel. I can just never get it right.
Green flag.
Uh-oh, somebody's out of the race. Who's out of the race? Somebody is out of the race.
Safety car deployed. The
Oh,
safety car has been
Magnussen.
deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack. Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Okay, copy that.
Alright, well, looks like I'm going into pit for hard tires and going to be running on those the rest of the way. God damn. Kevin Magnussen having to go and just ruin this race. Alright, well, the strategy does not matter now. Because this will be the one and only time that I'll pit. I guarantee you that everybody's coming into pit right now.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
What happened? Kevin Magnussen crashed out. Yeah, exactly. Nothing special because Kevin crashed. And we are going on hard tires.
Go, go, go. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
I mean, it's like we were going to be going green more than likely on at the end of lap 6. So that means I would have had like another 2 laps, 3 if I was lucky, to stay out on the soft tires before switching to the mediums. At this point in time, it's better for me. Everybody that has stayed out on soft tires is all going to have to come in and pit lap 8, lap 9. So I'm going to make up all the spots. Every single person that did not come into pit now, I'm going to be making up all those spots. I may be 13th right now. By the time everybody comes in and pits, we're probably going to be looking at me up into, what do we say, about 5th? I may get up to 5th. What did you do, Oven? 2 laps of just warming, scrubbing the tires.
Right, pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead.
Oh, that sucks, Oven. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna pull George Russell. No. See, here's the thing, Oven. We all determined that it was Ericsson that hit George. All right, George didn't do anything wrong. Ericsson hit him.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
Can't really scrub my tires while I'm going super slow. So we're going to be on cold tires at the restart. Hey, they said no overtaking till the timing line. What is this bullshit? Yeah, Gasly, it's your own damn fault you're on soft tires. Guess what? You're gonna have to pit, bud. He's on soft tires, I'll let him go. Like I said, though, everybody that's on soft tires has to pit in the next couple of laps. Which there are like seven, 8 people that did not pit. I'm not pushing, it's the fucking camper of that turn. Legitimately, I always either lock up or scrub my tires at that fucking turn, the Brussels carousel, because of the fact it's such a bullshit turn. I'm not trying to drive hard through there. Whoa, what was that? AI is 95. And if you want to know in the future, just type in !AI.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
And this is lap 9. This is why I'm thinking people are going to start pitting. This is where I think all the soft tire boys are going to start pitting. Oh, really? No, there's no way. Alright, it's flashback number 1, because apparently I went over the line twice. Went more than half over the line twice, apparently. I know, I was predicting about lap 19, lap 20, just going by the weather forecast. I also don't think the weather is going to be that big of a difference. I legit don't think the weather's going to make that big of a difference.
George in the pits.
Whereas we're not going to have people come in and take intermediates. Alright, I get up into fucking 10th place, and here's Bottas in front of me. But of course, Bottas is also on medium tires.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
That is the one upside of doing the strat that they did. Which is that you are going to be on the original soft medium strat. You are going to be on the faster tire strat. See Gasly in front of me also on soft tires. may be pitting this lap. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. She'll hold together. Baby, baby, hold together. Alright, I gained a spot. But the only downside is I'm not anywhere close to DRS range of Bottas anymore. But Gasly has to pit. Gasly has not pit. For sure he has not pit. Want to see the exciting conclusion of Speed Racer? I was gonna say, yeah, it's like 8:38. Yeah, it's 8:38 here in Chicago. 4:38, man. Where do you live? You are 8 hours ahead of me. Must be Eastern Europe. 5:38 is 7 hours ahead. That's Central Europe. I know that the UK is 6 hours ahead of Chicago time. That I know for a fact. Ah, Romania. Yeah, that's Eastern Europe. And that's Eastern European time zone, too. Couple more people coming into pit. I am now up to 6th, brother. Oh no. My DRS is stuck closed. My DRS is stuck closed. As opposed to what it was back in Hungary where it was stuck open. Now it is stuck closed. As I may mention before, in Hungary is like the one time I wanted it to be stuck open would be here. Once again, for everybody coming on in and watching late into the night, early into the morning, I appreciate every single one of you. I hope that you are thoroughly entertained. No, it doesn't make sense, but thank you very much for the follow anyway. I will get to you in just a second. Mariolo21, much appreciated for the follow, sir. Hope you're doing well. Alcon coming into pit right now as well. This could push me up into 5th. And it does. I am now top 5 with 10 laps to go.
Some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
Top 5 with 10 laps to go. Yes, I can go all the way on these hard tires. I switched to these hard tires at lap 4. There's no way I'm coming into pit again. Oh, wow, why did I break that early? That was a trash carousel. which also happens to be the name of my band, Trash Carousel. Now, once again, it's a bad Sector 2, which allows the Giovinazzi and Perez behind me to start making some time up. But yeah, Zihan, I was not planning on making another pit stop after getting these tires. There's just no way. The only worry that I have right now is everybody that swapped to medium tires. Basically, everybody that swapped to medium tires obviously is going to be faster than everybody that swapped to the hards. That is where my fear lies. Is that they are all going to start passing me up, and I can't do anything to stop it. Yep, and no DRS, no car in front of me to piggyback off of DRS. I mean, I could always wait until one of them comes up and then I could piggyback DRS. But as it stands right now, yeah, there's no way that I can get closer to the cars in front of me. Not with the Williams speed that I have. I know, but I'm just saying when the time comes, and I do have DRS to utilize, and it ain't broken. Though I know what you're going to say, Williams and speed, that's an oxymoron, isn't it? To which I say, you cheeky bugger, but also at the same point, yeah, fair play. Yeah, I would sincerely hope so because of how much that I spent to build this car up. That's honestly what I was banking for in this race because of the fact that I did get that big speed upgrade from the manufacturer, from the Mercedes manufacturer. That I was hoping it would give me an advantage here at this race and then at Monza next time out. Broke too late going into turn 1, of course. Got 7 laps to go, and of course each lap is like 2 minutes. Each lap is stupid long. Shit. I fucking hate Lake Combe and Brussels. For anyone wondering what I just said, those were those 2 turns that I just took, and then that's Pauhon that I just took. Coming down the Stavolo corner. Paul Frere straight. And the Blanchemont corner up here. In terms of length or in terms of laps? In terms of length, it would have to be Belgium, wouldn't it? If you're going by length of laps, I believe it is Monaco because it's a 78 lap race.
5 minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain.
I believe the next biggest is Austria at 72. Then Interlagos is 70 laps. Hey, don't look now, I'm actually catching signs. Whoa! Alright. Fuck. Flashback. Alright, second flashback. You know, do I have to say what I said again? Hey, don't look now, I'm catching signs. He says as he crashes into the wall again. Yeah, but also Kvyat is making moves.
Some information on Kvyat. They seem to have an issue.
Hey, speaking of. But also, as I said, this second sector is where I lose all my time. Taking bad turns, that always kills my run. Right here.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
It's like Kvyat's catching. Kvyat has a problem. Get fucked! Alright, when we come to the line, 5 laps to go. It's like the game listened to me or something. It's like they heard what I was saying. I've had instances like that in the past too. It is pretty freaky. Ah, shit. Alright. One more exceeded track warning, or exceeded track limits warning, and I will take a penalty. I'm not flashing that back. Yes, I know what I did wrong. I am not using my last flashback to nullify a warning. If anything, I'll use it to nullify the penalty.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Fuck, Kvyat dropped a second in a lap. No, no rain yet. I'm expecting rain at the end of lap 19. So that'll be 3 laps left to go. I'm expecting the rain then. My tires are at 30% wear. Yeah, 4 laps to go. My tires are at low 30% wear. Brake earlier going into the hairpin. Are you talking about turn 1 or are you talking about the chicane? The bus stop? That's not really a bus stop anymore. Oh, I see mist. I don't see rain yet, but I see the mist rolling in. No worries, Autogex. Like I said, I see the mist rolling in. It's only a matter of time. At this point in time, Kvyat and Vettel are not really gaining ground on me. So I just need to drive as steady as I can. There's the rain. I see the rain. As I said, at the end of lap 19.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
I see the rain. There, yep, it's right on my fucking visor now. The rain is falling. With 3 laps to go, the rain is falling. Like I said, though, I don't think in 3 laps it'll be any sort of substantial to switch to intermediates. And even if it did, nobody will. This late in the race, nobody's going to switch to intermediates. Everybody is going to stay on their current tire to finish out the race. So if that means that they're going to be slip sliding all over the place, then so be it. I will be too. Yeah, I forgot to take that off. Well, now I have to brake earlier, of course, because the ground is wet. As you just saw with fucking turn 1. And going up, I could not take Radion as good as I should have. Holy Jesus, man. There was no way. I could not take that flat out. It is slick as shit out here. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm all over the place.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
Are you fucking joking me? Also, look at all these motherfuckers behind me that are driving like there's no rain on the track. Dude, it's not just Kvyat, it's the whole fucking gaggle. Like, they're driving like there's no rain on the
We've got
ground.
2 laps of fuel left.
no, nobody is coming into pit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I wish this was the last lap, though, man. I wish that was the last lap. Oh, God. Oh my God, I can't fucking drive. It's too wet.
The rain's getting worse. Be very careful.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff. I'm trying to concentrate. You utter pillock. Ah! Final one. Last one. Yes, I know, obviously. You're a joke! You're a joke! You're a joke! Fuck it, I'll just take another one. It's raining anyway, I'll just take another one. That's what I get for trying to block Vettel, because now there he goes. Well, looks like we're not finishing top 5, boys. The weather did the exact opposite of what I wanted it to do. It rained a lot harder than I wanted it to. No, P8 is still good. No, absolutely. I still wanted to come here and get points. No, absolutely. I'm fine with it. Yeah, light rain, joke. Not, oh, we're just gonna blast it down and then we're gonna go to light rain. Light rain does not mean the track is that fucking wet in 3 laps. Hell, what was the race I was in where it was raining for like 10 laps and it never got to bad conditions to go to intermediates? I'm trying to remember what race it was, where we raced for like 10 laps when it was raining, and it never gave me the indicator to change over to intermediates. Just keep driving on the slicks.
So after a magnificent race,
but anyway, Hamilton wins, Bottas second, Max Verstappen third. That is a very, very traditional podium. Take it easy, Zihan. '15 to 8. Actually, technically, I started 13th due to two drivers taking penalties. So I technically started 13th. So that's probably the reason why I didn't get driver of the day.
Let's have a quick look at how the drivers stand.
Giovinazzi started 17th and finished in 9th. So that, yeah, he deserves that. Taking a look at the rest of the podium, it's Sainz in 4th. Hey, he's my rival. And oh, hey, he's finishing in 4th. Of course he did. Not like Lando, who finished in 10th. Sainz in 4th, Leclerc 5th, Stroll, Albon, myself, Giovinazzi, Lando Norris, your top 10. Then it's Sergio, Kimi, Ricciardo, Ocon, Russell in 15th, Gasly, Kvyat, Vettel, Grosjean, and then Magnussen, of course, bringing out the caution, DNFing on lap 3, or at the very start of lap 4, roughly around that. So yeah, Magnussen
Lewis Hamilton
DNFing.
secures the top spot in the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the
Standings wise, Renault not really advancing, so we are now 10 points behind them, 22 points behind McLaren. Driver standings wise, it's Lewis Hamilton at the top with Bottas just 10 points behind him. Very, very close. What happened to Seb? I have no idea. Seb's 9th in the driver standings.
Anthony Davidson.
Seb's just not been having a good
Definitely
season.
Antonio Giovinazzi, isn't it?
Yeah,
No
Seb's
matter
right
what the
down
rest
here in
of the field
18th. He
threw
is
at him.
not having a good season whatsoever.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
All right, what do you want, Claire?
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Your car was sticking to the track until it wasn't.
You really looked in control of your car out there.
The car was sticking to the track until
Did you
the
feel
rain
comfortable
fell,
in
and
the
then
wet
it
weather
didn't.
today?
Did I feel comfortable in the wet weather? No, I hate the
Do
rain.
you have any comments about the collisions?
Forever and ever, I will always hate the rain.
Great. Well, that's everything.
And you cannot change my mind. There's no way that you could change my mind on that. Hey, at least Sainz and I tied on the rivalry, but I am still trailing him by 2 in the overall breakdown. Driver claim, I should boost it up to 10. Yep, there it is. That'll help me out end of season wise, getting more money. I don't know why, because I don't care. I'm not really trying to force a move out elsewhere. I'm staying with Williams this entire career mode. So, is there any potential boost? There's nothing for chassis. There's nothing for aero or powertrain. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm not touching the R&D tree specifically because, well, as I may mention before, I'm holding on to the points so that when regulations come down, I'll just regulate everything over. Look at this tree, though. Look at how tight it is for everybody in the bottom half of the table. We are currently sitting on, what is that, 6... That's about like 650, 655 in terms of vehicle performance points. And then everyone else behind us is like 640 at worst, maybe 630 at worst. That's very, very close. Then you got Alpha Tauri that's just a little bit ahead of us. Red Bull just under 700. Ferrari and Racing Point tied at just over 700. And of course, like I said, Mercedes being Mercedes, they're at like 775. They have the best car. Of course they have the best cars because they're Mercedes. Don't really need to worry about this specifically because at this point in time, here's the thing. I'm probably going to be taking new engine parts around Singapore. If we take a look at the season, obviously it's the Italian Grand Prix and the Singapore Grand Prix when we come back again tomorrow. And don't worry, I'll also be doing the Sweating with Gendo after this. But I'm just going over what the week has in store for us right now. So the Italian Grand Prix, Singapore Grand Prix, that's going to be tomorrow. I'll probably be taking grid penalties at Singapore just because, honestly, just because I just don't feel Singapore is the best for this car right now. I could drive it decently, but I'd rather take the hit at Singapore than either at Monza or Russia because I actually could drive Russia well. As much as I don't like the layout of and flow of Russia, I could drive it well. So I'll take grid penalties at Singapore. And I'll probably also take grid penalties once again at the US Grand Prix because I probably will be running out of ICE at that point in time too. So we'll just take a brand new engine. We'll take a brand new engine probably for Singapore and for USA and just call it a day. Sound good? Because of course, the engine's always going to go boom. The engine is always going to go boom around this time. So better to just get it done right now than worry about it later.